Hello, ladies and gents, boys and girls, people of all ages, sexualities, and identities, and welcome back to another Doctor Who review. And today's Doctor Who review is none other than the Sontaran experiment. Now, I just want to quickly correct myself on something I previously said in a Doctor Who review that was completely wrong. The Doctor and his friends don't use a time ring. It turns out it was a teleport / transmat, which is the same thing. But now that that little indiscrepancy is out of the way, I think it's time that I get back to the story. The Sontaran experiment. So what is the Sontaran experiment about? Well, essentially, it's about a Sontaran warrior who lives in the rocks. The Doctor, Sarah, and Harry discover that there is a creature living in the rocks of a mountain in the far future of Earth. And every time that this creature comes out from the rocks, people go missing. Sarah and Harry soon discover that it is none other than a Sontaran warrior. Sarah at first thinks that it is Lynx from her first encounter with the Sontarans, but it turns out it's an entirely different Sontaran soldier. This Sontaran warrior is known as Styre the Conqueror or something like that. And Field Marshal Styre was sent to Earth to essentially assess the human capabilities and see whether the human race were a threat to the Sontaran Empire. Upon his experiments on the lost members of the crew of the Ark, he believes a lot of them to essentially be pitiful creatures. Sarah is captured by Styre and Harry goes off to try and warn the Doctor of what's happened. When the Doctor finds himself face to face with the Sontaran warrior, he finds himself angry, not only that the Sontarans have come to Earth and started treating human beings like cattle, but also the fact that Styre seems to have a total disregard for anyone that isn't Sontaran. The Doctor, with the help of Harry and a couple of the other people of the Ark, manages to save Sarah, but the Doctor ends up in a wide combat with Stahl. They mess with his Sontaran craft, and the Doctor manages to give him a good wallop on the back of the ventilation shaft. Then he sends a message to the Sontaran fleet, letting them know they have failed, that their experiment on Earth will not continue, and that the Doctor has put an end to whatever travesties, whatever dark methods of torture they had left for the human race. We suddenly get a widespread kind of image of one of the Sontarans who has been talking to Styre the whole time, and the Doctor realises that this isn't the first thing, and definitely won't be the end of the Sontarans interfering in the life and history of other planets. So, the Sontaran experiment. What do I give it out of 10? Well, honestly, I absolutely love the armour of the original Sontarans, and I love that it carries on even in the Sontaran experiment. I also love the mannerism and the acting off of the original Sontarans, the way that they come across as threatening and really, menacing. I just feel like I can tell where the actors such as Ryan, who I met at a Comic-Con a while back, get this kind of embodiment of the Sontarans. It's really easy to see why the Sontarans are so scary, and I feel like Classic Who does them the best. And for that reason, I give the Sontaran experiment a solid 9 out of 10. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you in the next Doctor Who review. Until then, goodbye, stay beautiful, and have an incredible day.